The year opened with a typically chilling Wisconsin winter, but quickly heated up with the politics of a new administration in the state. As summer rolled around, things were not looking so good for labor. News 3's David Douglas joins us with more on what Labor Day meant to union members who lost a lot with the passage of Act 10. David.
Well, as we discovered, Eric, it's not that the loss no longer stings union workers. It does, but any sense of bitterness seemed to have evaporated today as a decidedly different energy overtook the festivities, with a forward-looking focus on going after the governor. Dancing might not be what you'd expect from union members decimated by a statewide sea change in labor policy.
It's a big celebration.
But as the crowd grew at Madison's Labor Fest from locals large and small, one thing was immediately clear.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. This is like twice as big as it has been in the past.
The word recall was popular on this day, along with almost anything not friendly toward Governor Scott Walker.
I think that if you look broadly, the labor movement is in a really sharp decline.
Noted labor historian Will Jones, a UW professor, points out Labor Day began as an almost militant demonstration for workers' rights in the 1880s and slowly morphed into end-of-summer parties as unions gained acceptance. Now, he says, it's more than just union workers who have found themselves backed into a corner once again.
There are polls that show that 60% of workers, if they had the chance, would form a union, would join a union. And currently about 12% of the workforce belongs to a union. So there's a huge disparity between what people say they want and what they actually have.
This is more mainstream now than it has been in the past.
Karen Miskimen says she came to be with people she feels connected to.
Yes, how are you?
And that in spite of the assaults on labor, Labor Fest isn't going away.
No, 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 no.
They feel like they have been taken advantage of.
But can this celebratory energy translate to gubernatorial recall reality?
People made a lot of friends in January, or February, and March.
John Matthews, who heads Madison Teachers Incorporated and is arguably one of the best-known union leaders in the state, says don't count anything out.
They're not finished with their mission.
Jones says he feels Labor Day could be on a path to nationwide to becoming more political. Legally, it may now be harder to unionize, but he says the growing sentiment that there's a widening gap between the haves and have-nots is a powerful one, and it should be noted that very sentiment is what got Labor Day started back in 1882.
All right, David, thanks.